Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We love when the Ogden Nature Center stops by to see us. And today they brought a bunny and Education Director Stefanie Zwygart. Good morning.
Good morning.
So Joe, we're just tag teaming our interviews today because he just can't say no to a little furry friend.
I love this rabbit so much. He is my buddy. Yeah, this is Clover, and I've made special trips all the way out of Ogden just to see Clover.
Just to see Clover.
I'm serious. This is one of the sweetest rabbits I've ever met. You're so nice, huh?
Oh,
he is a really amazing education animal, and I can, like I said, I can bring him around a group of 30 like preschoolers, and that's pretty intimidating for me.
I was gonna say that does it to me.
He doesn't blink.
Aww.
He's just like, okay, you can pet me, you can touch me, you can cuddle me.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the education that you guys are doing at Ogden Nature Center.
Well, we got a lot going on right now. First of all, I know you guys are covered in snow, obviously, but we are solid green and blooming flowers everywhere. So this is a great weekend. If you're not doing the March for Science, you got young kids, you want to come out to the Nature Center. It's our annual Earth Day Fair.
Yay!
So from 11 to 4 this Saturday, we've got a big festival going on with all kinds of booths, education animals. You can meet Clover. He'll be making special appearances throughout the day on his little leash. He loves to come out and visit.
I love that he's on a leash with a bell.
Yeah.
That just makes me happy.
It just makes it a little easier to get him out of the enclosure. He likes to kind of hide in the morning. He's not a morning person.
No, I'm not either, but we make it work, don't we, Clover? We do it.
But
so you're having a real moment. But so it's a fantastic way to celebrate Earth Day, of course.
Fantastic way. It is Earth Day this Saturday, and so we have a big festival. It's $4 to get in. Children 3 and under are free.
Well, there you go.
And you can come and enjoy all kinds of activities, workshops like composting workshops and puppet shows, and just a lot of outdoor fun. It's supposed to be beautiful weather.
Well, and if you're over seeing white on the trails and snow and you're not going super farther south, you can go see green and flowers.
Go see green and flowers.
Going north.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something to this global warming thing.
Lots of birds out right now. All of our birds are coming in and having nests. Actually, a couple of mallards had some eggs in a parking lot. We have
to.
Yeah, we have to kind of mark that off now, like mallards mating, please.
Yeah, please be quiet.
That reminds me of like a little make way for duckling moment.
It is
like
kind of, yeah.
And I love that.
And I brought some nests kind of to share with you today, some of the things you might see around the Nature Center.
Okay.
So a couple different types of nests that are around. This one's in kind of poor shape. This is a hanging nest, so you'd find it hanging in the tree. It's a Bullock's Oriole nest.
Okay.
Wow.
And so you can see kind of it's made of all kinds of strings, and they've picked up yarn. And
that's amazing.
They've been busy collecting.
They were very busy. Okay.
It's a little shabby. Can you guess who made this one?
I'm going to say hummingbird.
That's right.
Good job.
I didn't know that. Robbie just told me in my ear.
Good guess.
But it's so little, so I can see that.
That's a hummingbird's nest, and it's made out of, I see a lot of cattail fluff in there. So it's
lovely.
amazing the things they pick up.
Wow.
Human-made and
Soft.
natural, super soft.
Very
and
clever.
Think how tiny those eggs are.
They spend a lot of time doing
birds.
this, don't they?
They do. Well, nest building is really important. You know, the males use it. Some of the male species will build, like wrens will build multiple nests.
Really?
And then the female gets to choose which one she likes best. So it's
well, that seems fair.
It is, yeah. Actually,
and they get to decorate the house. That's what it's all about.
Actually, on my drive over, I watched an osprey just down the street build a nest. He was carrying twigs in his talons, and I was, I should have been driving.
Right, but
I'm sure the cars behind me are like, "What is she doing?" I'm like, watching the osprey build a nest.
Obviously.
But this is a robin's nest. And you can see
this is
solid. Robins use a lot of mud in their nest. They'll actually take their little belly and they'll rub it into the mud on the ground, and then they'll fly up to their nest and then rub it into their nest. Yeah, so
our faces are
they're transferring mud, and it's got real robin eggs in it too. So those are obviously they're empty, so they weren't viable.
They're blue. It looks like a little Easter tree.
They are blue. I know.
I love that.
Eggs come in lots of colors, so it's kind of. it's neat that we color eggs, because eggs in nature
what
are
happens in real
all
life.
white, right? They're chicken eggs mostly are, but
Sorry, I'm just distracted by Joe's like goofy
it's okay.
smile
He loves
over
little
this
Clover.
bunny.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need to
and
talk.
And clearly Clover
You
loves you.
shut me up. You stick a rabbit in
now
my
I
hands.
know. Shove an animal on his lap.
Yeah.
He
There
is
he
by
goes.
far the coolest rabbit I think I've ever met. He's got a temperament. I was talking earlier about how he got put on a diet by our vet. So he was a rabbit that was given to us by a volunteer.
He was a little bigger.
And
like
he was used to his
bigger.
diet of like carrots and greens and things like that, which
He's
is
a
what you
rabbit.
think of a rabbit, but actually for the health of their teeth and their jaw,
Right.
they're supposed to eat mainly Timothy hay. So he went from eating all vegetables and those little pellets to Timothy hay and just a tiny bit of pellets and
how did
a little bit of
Clover
vegetables.
feel about his new lifestyle?
For a week, he like threw his food dish. Like he was so mad at
That's
the
how I am
change in
when someone
diet.
makes me go on a
I
diet.
know. When I'm always like, give me
Poor
my
guy.
chocolate donuts. I don't want this health food, right?
Poor
Has
guy.
he adjusted?
He's adjusted. Now he's kind of
Clover?
used to
it's
life.
for your own good, Clover.
It is. So he's actually very healthy. He just got his checkup the other day, and he said he is in very good health.
Oh, good.
So
Look
All
at
right,
this.
and anything
He
else we
loves
should
it.
know about Ogden Nature Center into the summer? I know this is your time.
this is our time. You know, if you want to get into summer camps, they're filling up quick.
Okay.
There's some camps with only like 3 spots left. So
Wow, okay.
yeah, if you want in, go to ogdennaturecenter.org and click on our education tab. You can find our summer camps. You can register all online. So if you're interested in getting back into those, they're filling up. We're getting close to May, and then of course coming up in summer is Free Summer Saturdays. So lots of great things going on. We have a new program on Fridays. You can come. It's called Nest Nooks and Storybooks.
Ooh.
So you can bring your toddler, your child, whoever, your teenager if they're really interested.
I was gonna say,
but we
why
find really cool spots around the nature center. We walk to little cool spots around the nature center, and then we stop and read stories. So
Oh, you guys have such great programs.
free with
out there.
admission.
Always fun to support the Ogden Nature Center. Always fun to have you come into studio.
Thank you.
And of course, Clover. We're going to
Thanks.
take a
Thanks
break
for bringing the Easter
here
bunny.
on the Mountain Morning Show. We're going to try and pry the bunny away from Joe, and then we'll go back outside, do a little more outdoor cooking with Al. And of course, Katie Wang from the Park City Film Series will be here to give us a preview of this weekend's screening. It's all happening right here on Park City Television.
Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, where it's time for some weather for bunnies. It is 30 degrees right now outside. The snow bunnies are returning with some more snow. 46 degrees, and Clover and I think that's just ideal, but it's going to get a little bit warmer this weekend, which we're excited about. All right, let's take a look at the Salt Lake Valley, where it's 41 right now. We're headed towards 55 with some rain. Clover's not too happy about the rain, are ya? That's not ideal, but hey, we'll deal with it for this weekend anyway. It looks to be bunny weather. Let's take a look at those 5 days, including that weekend. Look at that. What do you think, Clover? 56 degrees on Saturday, 62 on Sunday. Seems kind of ideal. Monday down a little bit to 54, and then we get a little more rain again, 50 on Tuesday. All right, in the Salt Lake Valley, it's going to be just nice. 65 on Saturday, 71 on Sunday. I dare say it'll be warm up in your neck of the woods in Ogden, and we'll have temperatures in the 70s there as well. But as we look to the south, that's really nice. 71 on Saturday in Moab, 85 on Sunday. Nice and warm in Moab, and in St. George, even warmer. This might not be bunny weather in St. George. Look at that, 84 and 89 doesn't seem too ideal. It's a little too hot for bunnies. What do you think? All right, let's take a look at the rest of the nation. And we see some warm temperatures out there, but we still see some cold spots, especially out here in the west. Seattle, 57. Yeah, that's not exactly warm. 61 in Salt Lake, as we mentioned. Boise, only 60. And Billings, 62. Evening temperatures drop considerably just about everywhere in the country as we're still in spring. So we're dropping at least 15 degrees, sometimes 20 degrees overnight. But all things considered, it is pretty nice out there. It's springtime weather, and the bunnies agree. Look at that. What do you think? Thanks, Easter Bunny. We'll be back with more right after these messages right here on Park City Television.